Hello, this is Not a Spring Chick, the Bikini Czar, and if you're curious, why am I not answering your questions? Well, part of it is typically on YouTube or when we're posting the videos, I don't answer the questions individually with the comments, because in addition to the comments that you leave, see, not all of those get posted. We end up actually with about how many? 1,900?
1,900 a day are going over to the email side, not to the comment side.
Yeah, so we're getting lots of comments, and so part of it is I don't have time to answer them all individually. We'll answer them as a group, but on the Bikini Czar Facebook, yes, it's Bikini Czar at montybubbles.net, which is the email that it's related to, or yeah, that's actually Bikini Czar at montybubbles.net. If you do a search on your Facebook, that's the easiest way to find me, or also on the Twitter. But those are, if you, on the Twitter, a lot of times it just goes into the general feed.
Yeah.
For Twitter.
So you sometimes don't even see them there either.
Yeah, unless you're doing an at Not a Spring Chick or actually a direct message, so sometimes they get missed. But on Facebook, we can see them more individually. But on YouTube and Daily Motion and other video sites, what we do is we answer them as a group. So sometimes, you know, when you're going, it's like, who is she talking to? You know, I don't know about them. It's like, well, we're answering it as a group based on, you know, some of the different questions that were coming out. So to answer some of the questions, such as, let's see, why don't I get from this other company for a swimsuit? Australia, I think Australian?
Australian, yep.
Okay, so part of it is I look for swimsuits all the time. Where I get them is based on a couple of things. One is how much it costs and what the style is. And I think on the Australian company it costs too much to ship.
It costs more to ship it than the suits cost in this country.
Yeah, which is a little bit kind of crazy, because as you notice, I have quite a collection of swimsuits. So I'm looking for suits that will fit, styles that are complementary, the pricing's right, and I want them to be different than the swimsuits I already have. Well, if you'd rather just see me in the same swimsuit all the time. Oh, then what do I need? Yeah. So anyway, so those are the things that go into swimsuits. Let's see, the white swimsuit. Okay, I don't have, obviously, the white swimsuit on. Remember the little white swimsuit that some of you thought were like postage stamps, and then some said, those aren't even big enough for postage stamps.
That's called a California dental floss bikini. That was beach legal when it was purchased.
Yes. It is, however, no longer beach legal. At least in the beaches that are available to us close by.
Yep.
I don't know about some of the other beaches in other parts of the United States, because each beach has its own rules. But where we frequent here in Southern California, we can't exactly wear that. Well, wear that outwardly, because see the back on this one? The back of the swimsuits have to be...
They've got to be more 2 inches wide, I think.
Yeah. So we used to say 1 inch, now they're going 2 inches, but a lot of it has to do with the lifeguard and what they see or deem as, or let's put it a different way. If somebody complains about it, they'll tell you to cover it up.
No, we'll guarantee you that 2 days ago we were at a beach, and the Office of Public Safety was parked in their vehicles ready to go give citations to people on the beach for wearing inappropriate. I mean, they had their citation books and were just sitting there watching the beaches with binoculars for some tourist or somebody to walk on the beach that didn't know better, and then they get them for indecent exposure.
And we've seen people, like tourists like from France, that were sitting in their car going, you know, I don't know if I can go out on the beach. Part of it is if you happen to be in an area where you're not quite certain if you can wear the swimsuit, keep the cover up on, because if you have the, until you know, because if you have the cover up on, you know, even if it's a sheer cover up, you can't get free indecent exposure.
Not that. But they can when the cover-up comes off, and you're not wearing what they, and it basically is subjective.
They deem.
And you can, okay, we put it before, you can go to court and you can fight them, and you'll win. But if you're a tourist, you want to come back to California to fight them? No. So you basically end up with a public indecency citation. So.
Or do you want to take a day off of work to go fight it? You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to avoid it. One of the other things that we've heard about, old Cam heard this, and I'm like, what? Is one of the things is we used to joke about how you could change your bikini at the beach, and people used to do that all the time. Sometimes it's with a towel, they've got something over their head. There is one where it basically says that you cannot change. There are dressing rooms.
The rule of thumb is now on most California beaches, there's a sign that says changing only allowed in the dressing rooms or in the bathroom area. And they're citing people for changing in their cars now.
Oh,
yep.
I know. In fact, you'd heard that on the news the other day. Somebody changed their swimsuit in the car with a cover-up.
And they charged them with public indecency.
I know. Can you believe that?
Because they're broke.
I mean, that's like...
I mean, you wonder why there's nobody on the beaches. Well, why go to the beaches and have somebody serve you a citation? They'll say they aren't. I could have sat there and taken the pictures of public safety officers, parked with their vehicles right at the edge of the sand, watching everything that was going on the thing. And then I saw one guy go running out of his car to go nail some Asian girl that basically had too much of her rear end showing.
Ah.
Yeah, and he's got the citation book with him.
And that too much of your rear end is subjective because, see, I've been shopping for swimsuits and old Kev's been with me. It's like I wear an extra small bottom
yep.
and a string bikini. But part of it is there's two reasons. Is if you get, I think, this is an extra small.
Yeah.
If I get bigger than an extra small, first of all, it does cover more of my butt and it doesn't
yeah.
fit and it's too baggy.
Yeah.
But see, part of it is I'm looking for extra smalls. But not only am I looking for them, but people that weigh twice as much and sometimes 3 times as much as me.
Yeah, they're unhappy because the small swimsuits are too large for them. Mm-hmm. And they'll get you in trouble on the beach because they'll wear an extra small. You'll see a 200-pound person in an extra small swimsuit.
Mm-hmm. And if you're wondering how can they even fit in that swimsuit?
Because they're elastic. The strings.
They're strings. You
right.
put them in and, basically these would be...
That'll let you go another 6 inches easily on
yeah.
both sides. But it covers no bottom. We've seen, okay, we can tell you we went to the AVPs last year. Was it Huntington Beach or was it Manhattan? Actually, it was Huntington, wasn't it?
We've been to both of them.
Yeah, one of them. And
oh, the Huntington where they told her to...
Yeah, woman was basically much larger than the bikinis are, and her suit was way bigger than what she was wearing, but they told her very simply, you with the triangle bottom, cover it up or get off this beach. Mm-hmm. For everybody, because she was a bigger woman and the swimsuit was a normal size swimsuit, but it showed too much of her rear end, so they don't care much about the tops if you just cover a little bit. I mean, she's got it. The new posing suit she has got a beach legal top. The bottom's not legal, but the top sure is.
You know what? You're absolutely right on that.
That's right.
Because on the top, the requirements are that they cover...
They don't cover the little circular. They must cover the circular area. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything else, you could be a 44 double D. And as long as that's covered, they don't care about anything else. That's the law.
Which is really kind of strange.
And you can be down as far in the front as you want on a swimsuit, as long as nothing really shows. You can have the postage stamp front is legal in California. It's the backside that's not legal.
Yeah, I go figure on that one. It's like I could. Well, let's just say, I could have a postage stamp on the front, and I could wear a thong in the back, and they'll get me for the thong in the back.
That's right.
Or I could wear a triangle in the back, and they may get me for the triangle in the back.
That's right.
Well, instead of having a postage front.
Yeah.
I know, it's kind of crazy. So, and what are some of the other questions people were curious about?
Well, no, we've answered it about where you go and when you're going. We try to keep people appraised. The problem is there's been no sun. There's sun today. But unfortunately today, like yesterday, the Bikini Czar is busy today, so we don't get in the sun when it's finally out.
So we are crossing our fingers. We're going to bring as much to you, but keep those questions coming because we want to respond to them. So for now, this is not a spring chick.